Today's lesson has to do with natural logarithms. As I told you in class, natural logarithms are in base E. So therefore, in problem number 1, it says 2 times the natural log of 15 minus the natural log of 75. So that 2, you can go ahead and make it an exponent. So it's natural log of 15 squared minus natural log of 75. And that would be the power property that we're using there. Now 15 squared is 225, so we have the natural log of 225 minus the natural log of 75. Because 15 squared is 225. Now to make this into a single log, we're going to use the same properties as we had mentioned when we're dealing with log. We have power property, we have product property, quotient, and inverse. This is a quotient property, so you have natural log of 225 divided by 75. So you have the natural log of 3. For the next one, it says, what are the solutions of the natural log of parentheses x minus 3 squared equal 4? I did tell you the last time to write yourself a note. To write the inverse. You want to write the inverse. So remember that natural log is base E. So it's going to be E raised to the 4th power is equal to x minus 3 squared. So you have e to the 4th equals x squared minus 6x plus 9. And you really don't need these parentheses. How did I get that? You have to multiply and you have to use the FOIL method. X minus 3 times x minus 3. X times x gives you x squared. X times negative 3 gives you negative 3x. Negative 3 times x gives you negative 3x. And negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. That's how I got that. You're going to move e to the 4th to the right. So you have x squared minus 6x plus 9 minus e to the 4th. So we have x squared minus 6x minus 45 point. I'm going to put 60 equals 0. We're going to use a quadratic formula. We have x equal negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So we have to identify a, which is 1. B is negative 6. And then c is negative 45.60. So we have x equals 6 plus or minus square root. And then, of course, we have the discriminant, which is negative 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 45.60. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, this is what I get. I get x equals 6 plus or minus square root of 218 divided by 2. So the first answer is 6 plus the square root of 218 divided by 2. 10.38. The other answer is x equals 6 minus square root of 218.4 divided by 2. I get negative 4.38. And if you want to check, I went ahead and checked here. So now we're solving an exponential equation when we have e. So we're going to say for e to the power 2x plus 2 equals 16. You're going to subtract 2. So you have 4 times e to the 2x equals 14. 2 minus 2 is 0. 16 minus 2 is 14. Divide both sides by 4 because you want to isolate e to the 2x. So e to the 2x will be, and you notice I'm simplifying, I'm dividing by 2. So you have 7 divided by 2, which is 3.5. Now you're probably saying, well, what do we do next? Well, just like we did before, we couldn't find a common base. We're going to write natural log e to the 2x equals natural log 3.5. And since this is going to be the inverse property, then we have 2x equals natural log of 3.5. Divide both sides by 2. So x is approximately, and you're going to type that into the calculator, 0.626. And this is how you would check.